our distinguished guest, and all who are in attendance here, on behalf of Methodist children and myself, we thank you ever so much for remembering Medgar Evers, a man who felt no fear when it came to standing up and speaking out for righteousness and justice for all people regardless of race, creed, or color. Over the years, there have been times when I reflected back on our life here in Mississippi, Medgar's dedication, and I wondered if people really knew the depth of his love, the depth of his feeling and of his compassion to make things better for each and every one of us. And it's been interesting to me to observe myself at times when I find my feelings flowing back into what was in 1963 and before, of how one deals with pain, with hurt, with things that come to you in the middle of the night. How do you deal with a hatred that seeps into one's soul? Do you embrace that, or do you toss it out from which it came? Medgar Evers was a man who was determined to do whatever necessary to create a better Mississippi, to create a better country. A man who served his country in Normandy in World War II, who came back home to find that the situation as far as race relations remained the same. And he would say sometimes, Mississippi is going to be, will be the best place to live in America if we all find it within our hearts and souls to work and pull it together. I'm a native Mississippian too, and when he would say that, I would look at him and say, you must be out of your mind. Not here. His word was always, believe, Myrlie. Believe and act on that belief. I was told, forgive me, by my grandmother that we each have a role to play. We may not know what it is, but hopefully we eventually find out what it is. We suffered terribly before and the night of June the 12th, 1963. But we realized that for my husband and my children, their father, it was a labor of love. He told me not to hate. My grandmother, who shaped my life, also told me not to hate. There is no place for it. And I must admit to you that some 50 years later, I stand here before you, and within the last couple of months, something akin to hatred sneaked into my mind, found its way close to my heart. And I realized the man, Medgar Evers, would have been terribly disappointed. My grandmother, who shaped my life, would have been terribly disappointed because she always taught me to reach out to others and to realize that compassion and understanding can heal most wounds that we have. She also taught me, as Medgar did, to ask God to make me a blessing. That I have done. I stand before you human, prone to error, not knowing sometimes which way to turn. But when it all seems hopeless, that there is one place that I can turn, where I will find peace, where I will find comfort, where I will find understanding, and where I will find the courage to step up once again and do what is right. All in all, I can say, I'll sum it up, I am blessed. I am blessed to have known Medgar and have him in my life, to be the father of my children. I am blessed that he felt as he did about his state and about his country and did not let anything turn him around. How blessed we all would be if we could embrace that concept and move forward. I thank you so much for this message of unity and faith, because, my friends, that is what it takes, and it is what it will continue to take. I look at the strength of this country. I look at how we came together at 9/11. I look how we came together at the Boston Marathon. I look at how we come together in our communities when someone is at need. And I look at those who say in darkest moments, "It's me, O Lord, it's me standing in the need of prayer." So with all of your support, I thank you. Medgar's family thanks you. And I hope 50 years hence, we will be looking back over this time and say it was great, but look where we have come. Look where we are now. Based on our belief, our faith, our trust in the Supreme Being, and trust in all humankind. Thank you.